I step to the edge of a limitless pit, an abyss so dark it seems to swallow even the faintest light. Mist swirls below, and my pendant throbs as if trying to drag me into the chasm. The whisper of runes echoes in my mind, courage or ruin. Kira stands beside me, gripping her short blade, eyebrows arched in challenge. I take a deep breath, feeling the icy wind brush my face, and wonder, will I take the first step and mistake fear for freedom? We are in the Cave of Shadows, specifically at the Rift of Courage, the second ordeal in the ritual that will forge the great warrior of the celestial cult. It is said that those who hesitate before the abyss are dragged into their inner darkness, lost to delusions before they even reach the other side. Survivors say the pit is more than physical. It is a test of will, a mirror for one's own fears. Kira and I, allies forged in the last trial, carry the tension of Jian's scrutiny and the eyes of our father watching every move. Today there are no mechanical traps, only the void and our own insecurities. For me, the bastard marked by a silver pendant, conquering this stage means proving that the dark power in my blood is not by chance, but from the determination to survive beyond mere expectations. I take the first step, and the Bridge of Shadows, an irregular strip of floating stone, gives way for a split second before firming under my weight. A shiver runs down my spine. The runes on each slab glow emerald, adjusting to my pulse. Kira slips in beside me, eyes locked on the black horizon, blade raised. Suddenly, a cutting wind rushes through the rift, raining shards of glittering crystal from the ceiling, shattering on the ground like a spectral summons. As I advance, the scene distorts. My footsteps echo twice, then 4 times. I face my own reflections projected onto the stone walls. It's not just the pit testing my courage. It's the voices choked in my throat, doubts growing like weeds. A low whisper, so close I almost feel its breath. You were never meant to be here, bastard. It's an echo from my palace childhood, the laughter of legitimate siblings, the scorn in servants' eyes. Kira leaps to the next slab, runes flickering beneath her arm. Focus, Ren. Her tone is sharp, but her gaze flickers with trust. I ignore the trembling in my legs. The pit whispers again, trying to ensnare me in fantasies. A sudden vision. I'm falling, screaming, unable to grab hold. Panic murders every fiber of courage. Then the ground quakes, cracks spreading in the glowing mosaic like living veins. The slabs sway like ships in a storm. I can barely keep my balance as a gust slams me into the stone wall. Kira extends her dagger, but the slab ahead explodes into fragments that slice through the air like blades. I fall to my knees, my pendant pounding urgently. The whole bridge shakes, the first row of slabs detaches, and I'm flung backward, hanging by one hand on the unstable ledge.
Quick tip to level up your experience. Read Manhwas and light novels for free. Listen to epic audiobooks. Watch unlimited anime. Play cloud games with no console. And stream the best anime soundtracks. Check the description now and grab your free trials.
As the void threatens to claim me, I instinctively grab the pendant. A wave of dark energy rises in golden spirals, forging a solid shadow bridge beneath my feet, saving me from the fall. The contrast is so sharp I almost lose my breath as I land on solid ground. The runes of the bridge reverberate, rearranging into new patterns, as if recognizing my will to live. I rise, gasping, and see Kira, who's leapt to my side with graceful ease. "Don't play with death, Kael," she grumbles, but her step is steady on the stabilized bridge. The tension on her face eases into a slight smile. "Nice trick." I smile back, feeling the power flood me. I'm not just a bastard, I'm the embodiment of resolve. As we continue, I spot a relief on the wall, an ancient warrior facing the abyss, unmoved, feathers lifted by the currents of wind. In the center, a symbol is carved, identical to my pendant. My heart races. This place tests not only courage but bloodline. If my blood speaks to the runes, maybe I'm closer to the divine legacy than any legitimate son. Kira pauses by the relief, tracing the worn grooves. My master used to say, "Whoever faces their fear without hesitation finds a strength even the sun cannot erase." Her voice sounds distant, almost like an echo. I feel hope and fear dance together in my chest. With each step, I leave behind not just broken slabs, but the invisible chains of the past that bound me. We reach a new rift. 2 slabs jut out like levers. Each one activates a section of the pit, but the mechanism is clear. If you pull the wrong lever, the shadow chains will drag you into the darkness. Kira grips the ceremonial dagger, studying the chi marks on the carving. It's a calculated sacrifice, she explains. One of us activates, the other goes on. My blood boils. It's not the first time I've faced choices as cold as knives. But the real betrayal in this rite is testing whether we trust our companion or abandon each other to survive. I see Kira hesitate, eyes on the dagger, then on me. The silence weighs more than any trap. If I pull the lever, we move forward together, but I risk harming her. If she pulls, she may not even know how to choose. I take a deep breath, gripping the dagger, bringing it close to the left notch. My turn. Kira raises her fist as if to stop me, but lowers it when she sees my look. Her expression is a blend of fear and respect. I know if I fail, we'll die together on the next fall. I trust you, Kael, she whispers, softer than the rune's echo. My fingers tremble, but the pendant pulses in time, giving me courage. I fit the dagger, turning it slowly until I hear a metallic click, echoing louder in the cave's deadly silence. The rear slab moves, rising to create a stone arm leading to the last bridge section. The chasm below wavers less, showing the mechanism recognized my choice. Kira smiles in relief and extends her hand. Go on, bastard. I step ahead and she joins me in a choreographed leap, like a ballet of shadows. As we cross the final stretch, I hear the roar of awakened shadow chains. Black tentacles emerge from the pit, stretching out like hungry vipers. I want to blink, but my eyes are locked on the pulse of my pendant, which throbs and cracks luminous rifts in the air. Together, Kira and I channel our energy. She inscribes shadow runes on her blade. I pour all the pendant strength into a single pulse. The first tentacle coils around Kira's thigh, but she slashes without hesitation, her blade slicing and releasing black sparks. I slam the pendant into the ground, unleashing circular waves that sweep the spectral chains. The impact makes the entire bridge tremble. Yet the final test is not just the enemy. An illusion forms before us, twisted versions of ourselves, wielding flaming blades, ready to kill. My mocking double whispers, "You fear the abyss, Kael. You run from me." A lump rises in my throat, but I breathe deep and confront the reflection. I launch a direct attack, and the pendant blazes with purple-gold fury. Each strike shatters my double into shards of dark crystal. The bridge vibrates, light flickers, casting dancing shadows on the walls. Kira faces her duplicate with fierce grace, every move setting the air ablaze. At the height of battle, I feel my anti-hero self, the boy molded by others' contempt, shout in unison with the pendant's power, "I choose my own path." I focus all the dark energy and hurl it at the cave ceiling, awakening dormant runes that rain down beams of light. The crash is so intense the chains are ripped loose and fall into the abyss, freeing us from their grip. The void below howls, as if the cave itself mourns witnessing such defiance. The bridge, now freed from the chains, stands firm, and the corridor ahead opens into a polished stone arch, bathed in silver light. I am exhausted, but power thrums in every vein. I have conquered the trial of courage, defeating not just the abyss, but my own fears. Emerging, Kira and I step together onto the solid ground of the next chamber. The runes above the door spin in time with my heartbeat. She looks at me, eyes shining with adrenaline and something softer, respect. I open my mouth to speak, but am silenced by something even greater. Jian stands there, watching. His impassive face reveals nothing of approval or reproach. Before I can ask, he places his hands on the hilt of his ceremonial sword, bowing his head slightly. The blade glimmers with pale light. "It's rare to see a bastard face not just the abyss, but his own heart," he says quietly. There is a hidden promise in his words, of rivalry or alliance. Behind him, the great door carved with symbols of the mind opens a mere crack. Beyond the threshold, a dark corridor pulses with cold energy. I know the trial of the mind awaits, and each step forward will demand more than just courage. My pendant pulses in tune with the silent call. I sense that with each trial, I become less the despised bastard and more the living blade of the celestial swordsman. But how far will this power take me before it consumes my soul?
Did you enjoy the video? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This helps us know which stories you love most and which ones we should prioritize in future productions. Your support is essential for us to keep bringing you the best manhwa content every day. See you in the next episode.